What up, guys? Chad Taylor here with Taylor Fitness. I just wanted to take some time here and answer some questions that some people that have sent me from tweets, emails, and all that stuff. First off, let's get down to it. Food preparation. This is a question somebody sent to me. I just watched your diet video and got some really good ideas. I'm moving into an apartment and was wondering if you could make a video on how to prepare food in advance. I know it might seem like a weird question, but I want to know how far in advance to cook or best way to store it. As far as food preparation, of course, my personal opinion, I don't recommend storing anything over a week. Fish less. Fish maybe even a few days. And there's different opinions on all that. And I haven't really done the science as far as looking into how long you can keep whatnot in the refrigerator or anything like that. Now I've kept chicken, I've kept beef and turkey in the refrigerator for well over 7 or 8 days and never had any issue. I'm not recommending that to anybody. Normally the food that I prepare as far as meats and proteins is usually anywhere from 2 to 3 days. If I cook a pound of meat, I'll eat half of it on Monday and the other half on Tuesday, and then I'll cook some more on Wednesday. As far as rice now, me and my roommate Cameron, my workout partner, we actually cook a whole box of rice at one time, which is about 2 quarts of rice, and we'll actually keep that in a big Tupperware bowl for a good 4 or 5 days, 3 or 4 or 5 days. So rice is very easy to cook in advance. As long as potatoes, all you need is a microwave. 4 or 5 minutes, you can cook a couple medium potatoes. You can also, potatoes are very easy to transport from one place to another. So if you're going to work and you just need something quick, you don't have time to cook anything, grab a protein shake and have some potatoes or something. Oatmeal, oatmeal, you can cook that in 30-45 seconds. And as far as everything else, that's really all I eat is potatoes, rice, oatmeal, and of course bananas and meats, along with my protein shake and whatnot. So as far as food preparation, just think ahead. If you know you're going to be busy for 2 days, cook your food then. Get it out of the way, put it in the refrigerator that way that you can just grab it and go. And I cook 5 or 6 pounds of chicken all at once, and I'll keep that throughout the week and never had any issues with that. It's probably not the best way to go about it, but that's just easy for me. I can cook all of it on the grill, throw it in some Tupperware, and I'm good for the week. And as far as fish, I usually cook it fresh just because I like the taste of fish a lot better when it's fresh and right off of right out the refrigerator or freezer. Routine question. I had a question about your routine. Judging from your vids, you're on a 5-day split. I am on a 3-day split and was wondering what would be better for mass. As far as split, in my opinion, really mass is more key to your diet. If you're trying to build mass, increased carbohydrates is going to be key to increase this in your size and mass, along with the types of workouts that you're doing. And if you're trying to bulk up and get bigger, of course you want to be in the lower rep range of probably 6 to 10. That's kind of the range I like to stay in. And certain muscle groups you can go higher, 10 to 15 reps on some shoulders and arms or whatnot. But as far as chest and back and legs, I'm always mixing it up. One week I'll do reps 6 to 8. One week I'll do 8 to 10. Next week I'll do 10 to 15. And I'm always changing it up, always changing my routines up. And right now, I do muscle groups on different days every single day of the week. So as far as like back, this week I did on Monday, chest on Tuesdays, shoulders on Wednesdays. Next week could be completely different. I could do chest on Monday, shoulders on Tuesday, and then back on Wednesday or something. So I'm always changing that up. I do, however, I make sure to hit my major muscle groups early in the week because I don't want to train my bis and tris, smaller muscle groups on like Monday, because then I've got back, chest, shoulders, and in the later part of the week that's pointless. Especially if you're trying to build some mass, you want to make sure that you're at full strength for your major muscle groups. I know there's been comments out there about, for example, they say that if you do train your buys and then do back the next day, it puts more focus onto your back. But in my opinion, you're going to be weaker because your biceps have been worked out the day before, and you can possibly hurt yourself, or you're not getting the full benefit that you need to be able to do rows or do pulls or anything like that. So as far as splits to gain mass, right now I'm doing a three-day on, 1 day off, 2 day on, 1 day off split, and my days are different all the time, but I do arms later in the week. Body fat percentage. I'm 5'11", 185, 20% body fat. What is the best way to lower body fat without getting off a lot of weight? Or what is the best way to lower your body fat? Clean diet, no, by far. I can tell you right now is if you clean up your diet and you eat healthy, you're eating your rice, you're eating your oatmeal, you're staying away from bread and all that stuff that can cause you to kind of to bloat and hold on to that fat. Some bread is okay out there. I'm talking about white bread and stuff like that, which I don't really recommend. Wheat bread's okay, but as far as lower body fat, really just your diet. If you clean up your diet and you're eating healthy, you're training hard, you're keeping your intensity high, then there's no way that you can't drop a little body weight. Now, I'm not saying going out and eating a clean diet, eating 500 or 600 carbs a day, that you're going to lose body fat. But I do know that if you can eat a moderate amount of carbs, 200, 250 grams of carbs. I'm basing this off of your height, 5'11", 185. Anywhere from 200 to 250 grams of carbs coming from rice, coming from oatmeal, and that's probably your best bet as far as diet. Now you can throw in a little cardio. One other thing, I think I saw a question. Cardio. I do 10 minutes of cardio before all of my workouts at a full incline for about 10 minutes at about 2.5 miles per hour. What that does for me is it helps get my blood flowing, helps my blood circulate, so that as soon as I get off that treadmill and I start my warm-up sets, which I do about 3 or 4 warm-up sets before every muscle group, because staying healthy is key. I don't want to hurt myself. And cardio, that's just enough cardio to kind of boost your metabolism and help burn a little fat. So, but there's another thing. I do a little bit of cardio, about 10 minutes. Of course, 5 days a week, 5-6 days a week, which helps kind of boost my metabolism and get my blood flowing from a workout. It's made a huge difference to me. That's just something that I found that I like. There's a couple pro bodybuilders out there that do that, and I definitely see a difference in pump. As far as when I'm getting started and I'm working out, I can definitely feel a huge pump with that cardio to start out. Let's see here. I'm going to give your tricep and bicep workout a go tomorrow. Hope it goes well. It looks really good. I have 2 questions for you. 1, why is it that you do 8 to 10 reps in most of your exercises instead of 10 to 12, the optimal number for muscle gain? Number 2, the guy you train with, he has huge arms, etc. Well, I was wondering, how old is he? Cameron is 25. I'm 22. And what sort of testosterone boosters does he take, if any? Cheers, Chad. Appreciate the questions. Cameron is 25, and he does not take any testosterone boosters whatsoever. Cameron is a very clean eater. He's by far the strictest as far as diet comes that I've ever seen. He considers a steak and baked potato out at a restaurant his cheat meal, and that's just the way he's geared. He doesn't like to stray off his diet. He's been offered to eat a gummy bear for $20 before and's turned it down because of the sugar that's in the gummy bear. So he's very strict with his diet. He's been like that for 6 years now. Very hardcore when it comes to that. Trains very smart. I've been training with him for over a year now, and 2.5 years total. I've known him for about 5 years. So great guy, and we train and eat together. Living with him's actually made me a lot more strict on my diet. I've put on a few pounds just from being on a stricter diet. Eating a little more carbs, eating more healthy. But back to the first question, why is it that we do 8 to 10? Well, we do 8 to 10. We also do 10 to 15. So I mean that might have been just a couple of the videos that you saw where we did 8 to 10. But 8 to 10 is that good rep range that I like as far as muscle growth and a little bit of strength. And it's a very common rep range. I don't really like to go into the gym though and say, hey, what are we going to do today? 4 sets of 10, and then do exactly 10 reps. If I sit down there and I got a weight and I'm pushing out 8 or 9, 10 reps, and I'm feeling good, I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to stop, because then I'm not going to failure. So I like to go to a failure. If I put on there in my workouts 8 to 10, that's what you want to shoot for. So you want to grab a weight and put a weight on there that you think that you'll get 8 to 10 reps of. You could wind up doing 11 or 12 or even 6 or 7, but I mean, as far as that goes, that's a range that you want to shoot for, but you also want to go to failure. That way you're breaking down the muscle fibers, you're stretching them out, and you're getting as much blood flow in that muscle that you can to deliver those nutrients. I'm 16 years old in September, and I've been working out for like a year and a month. I want to get my arms as big as I can with the exercises, but I don't really know how to get them to grow faster, like the biceps. And I have a box of 100% protein. Used it sometimes, but is it really that good? And when should I take it? Appreciate the question. Protein. I'm gonna narrow down this question. Protein, in my opinion, is the best. As far as whey protein, is for post-workout. Within 15 minutes of finishing your workout, you should be taking in your protein, along with some carbohydrates if you're trying to build lean muscle and you're wanting your arms to get bigger. So there's I think it's I don't know how to pronounce it very good. Cribolin or whatever. There's also waxy maize out there. There are complex carbohydrate substitutes that you can put in your shake to help get you some extra carbs after you work out. So that's probably the best time to take your protein, or if you're strapped for cash and you want to take protein in another time throughout the day, or in the morning or at night, you could take your protein shake at those times, because a whey protein shake's gonna get into your system in about 30 to 45 minutes. It's going to be absorbed, and it's going to feed your muscles. It's going to get the nutrients to it and what it needs. And that's probably the best time to take that. As far as growing faster with your arms, really just train smart. Train to the point where you're going to failure. Mass building exercises for arms, biceps. Barbell curls, preacher curls, dumbbell curls. Those are all great exercises for biceps. Hammer curls. But shoot to that that 8 to 10 rep range, which is a good rep range to go to, and then just eat, my man. Eat. Arms can be genetics. I don't really like to blame anything on genetics, but for example, Cameron's dad's got pretty big arms. So does Cameron. My dad's got okay size arms. I've got okay size arms. So I'm not saying that if your dad's got small arms, you're gonna have small arms, but genetic build is gonna have a little something to do, with your physique. Let's see here. I've noticed people doing incline dumbbells, curls, I think he's talking about. If not incline, then they're sitting up with their back straight, just up and down. Are there any difference in the two? Angles. Anytime you're changing the angle of an exercise, you're hitting a different part of your muscle. I really like incline because it takes your whole lower body out of your workouts. And of course, seated dumbbell curls are good too. I don't do those as much, but those are good exercises because they do help change the angles and take out your legs from that. One other question here. Had a tweet wanting me to make a vid on what programs, supplements, and diets I've done and that have failed, and give some info on how to find good ones. As far as programs, my program always changes. As far as that goes, find what works best for you. You know, if it's not what I do, don't do it. If it's what somebody else out there in the YouTube community does, you know, watch their videos, give it a try 1 week. You know, all you can do is try new stuff. You know, make a change. You know, if you're doing 6 to 10 reps for a good couple weeks and nothing's changing, change it up. Do to 10 to 15. If that doesn't work, you know, do 6 to 8. You know, if that doesn't work, change up your workouts. Change up your exercises. Always change it up. And yeah, as far as programs, there's no clear-cut answer to that. Just find what you enjoy and benefit off of that to the full. You know, put your full faith effort into that. Train as hard as you can with good form. You know, not too much weight. You know, I have a lot of people ask me, why do y'all use so little weight and not much weight? I'm not training for strength. I'm training for physique. I'm training for a body shape, you know, for, you know, bodybuilding or men's physique, whatever you want to call it. But, you know, I'm looking for a blood pump. I'm looking to break down that muscle. I'm looking to get the most blood in the muscle that I can. And by doing lower weight or moderate weight and doing proper form, I can focus more on the muscle. Sometimes we get, you know, the head numbers game is like what I like to call it. We get out there and we say, man, I'm going to try 215 today or 315. 225, whatever, and we get it 10 times. Yeah, but if you're doing that and you're incorporating your shoulders and your triceps and you're not focusing on your chest, you're not being any beneficial. I mean, the people that go to the gym and max out every single month drive me insane, because maxing out, in my opinion, does hardly nothing unless you're training for, you know, a powerlifting competition. But if you're trying to, you know, to gain mass, I haven't maxed out in probably a year and a half, and I have no idea what I do on anything. Because I feel like that is not beneficial, in my opinion. You know, some people can say what they want about that, but in my opinion, if you're maxing out, you're not getting any benefit whatsoever, other than, you know, oh, I did this. So I mean, that's why we use moderate weight. I like to use it, you know, just because I get a better pump. You know, if I'm trying to do too much weight, I lose form, and I don't feel like I have a good enough workout. I want my muscles to feel pumped and full of blood while I'm working out. So that's the most important thing. Supplements, as far as supplements that I'm taking, right now I'm taking the Nitro Sport Protein for post-workout from Cellucor. I really like that protein. It tastes really good. It's got 50 grams of carbohydrates with 38 grams of carbs in that. So that's a good combo for a post-workout shake. I'll also do, sometimes I'll do Optimal Nutrition's Whey with waxy maize with about 50 or 60 grams of protein with about 30 to 40 grams of carbohydrates. And as far as that's about it as far as supplements that I take. I take a Walmart brand multivitamin right now. That's all I got. It's cheap. Well, vitamins are vitamins. And then, like I said in my previous video, I have been taking creatine post-workout, about 5 grams. I believe it's monohydrate, phosphate, and can't remember the other one. But that's it as far as supplements that I've been taking. Diets that I've tried and that have failed. Well, I've tried a dirty bulk before where I've just ate like crap, but I've ate a ton of food. Didn't work one bit. My metabolism's pretty high, and the quality food that I was eating just was crap. Didn't get anything out of it other than maybe heart problems in the future. So, I mean, as far as diets go, dirty bulking is what I like to call it, like fast food, french fries, hamburgers, pizza, just whatever I could get my hands on. I was eating it. Didn't work for me. I was trying to gain weight, and just didn't work. And as far as dieting down, I do a slow depletion of carbs. So I'll start out at, you know, it's just for example, 250 grams of carbs. I'll stay on that diet for a few weeks, then I'll drop it to 200, and so on and so forth, down to about 100 or something. And I do incorporate cardio with that to help burn fat. Carb depletion is sometimes debated. You know, some people, you know, carb cycle where you do 400 grams of carbs one day, 300 grams the next, 200 the next, and then back and forth. That's a diet that I've never done. I like to stick with a certain amount of carbs. Makes my diet easier, makes life easier. And just a few more questions. And see here. As far as my t-shirts, I had quite a few people asking when I was going to get mediums and larges back in stock. As of right now, I don't have any plans of making any more t-shirts. Those come out of my fund, my pocket. And right now I've been really busy with trying to get licensed for work, and that's been pretty expensive. So that might be a couple months, guys. I'd like to get a new t-shirt design out there for you. If you've got any ideas, shoot them my way. And we'll go from there. But as of right now, as far as the mediums and larges, probably won't have them in stock probably for at least another month and a half, and whatnot. Another thing I want to say out there is there's been some stipulation that people think that I'm some username bodybuilding some numbers, bodybuilder some numbers or whatever, and that is not me. I wouldn't understand why anybody would make a fake profile and post on their own stuff. I tried to look up the guy. I saw where he joined back in. I had it pulled up here actually. Let's see here. Back in December of 2010. So I mean that's before I even started doing my videos. So you know, believe what you want, say what you want. It doesn't affect me. I'm putting this information out there for people that want to watch this, people that want to listen. I'm not going to sit here and you know, talk about other people's videos. I don't really even comment on my videos very much, as you can tell. You know, if you want to shoot me a message, I'll try and answer it the best I can. But you know, if you're going to direct stuff towards me, go for it. You know, I don't really pay attention to it. I might read it, laugh a little bit, but you know, especially for people that I've never said anything to or anything about. I think that's pretty rude, but that's just my background and where I come from. But anyway, guys, trying to think of anything else I could tell you guys to kind of help out. Food Network, cooking up, always watching the Food Network. Don't ever cook any of it, don't ever eat any of it, but gotta watch the Food Network. And see here, Olympia coming up. Yep, trying to go there. Got some plane tickets. Might see you there. Olympia! Probably be there with some guy. I can't remember his name. What was his name? J.E. Bart. Something. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, guys, I hope you liked the Tweetmail video here. I just wanted to help some people that have asked me some questions. And, you know, keep shooting me some questions. I like this. Gives me some time to sit here and talk to you guys and whatnot. So, have a good night.